Hi, I'm Linda Kraft. I would like to share with you a bit about a story that started about 12 years ago. I had been experiencing some symptoms. Myself nor my doctor recognized them and linked them together. And eventually, I ended up in the hospital. I had to have several units of blood transfused. Honestly, was near death. I was diagnosed at that time with a rare disease. They didn't really give it a name. They weren't 100% sure what it was. But they did tell me when I left the hospital that in less than 6 months, I would more than likely be on dialysis. 6 months came and went. I wasn't on dialysis. I was feeling better. They were treating the disease. Life went on, actually, for almost 10 years. About the 10-year mark, unfortunately, I contracted norovirus. My kidney function was low enough that the norovirus and its symptoms actually caused nearly complete kidney failure. So I was suddenly told dialysis needs to start. You don't have an option. I had already been listed on the transplant list at St. Vincent Hospital. This is where my faith really became challenged. But once I started dialysis, that's really when the roller coaster of the ups and the downs and the goods and the bads, and my faith really wavered some. One day during dialysis, though, I heard a song by a group called Finding Favor called Cast Your Cares. And I still rely on those words and go to those words, and that I can just cast my cares on Him. I don't have to shoulder the burden. Then in July of 2018, transplant was scheduled. I had a very good friend who stepped forward and actually asked if she could be my donor. She was tested. She was a perfect match. We got to within 5 days of surgery, and the transplant was canceled, postponed. My pre-op chest x-ray showed some recurrence, pretty good size recurrence of the disease called Wegener's disease. It is a rare autoimmune disease, and this is where my faith really bottomed out. I was angry, I was sad, I just didn't know what to do. I just was lost almost. But it was at this time that I realized that I needed to rely on God. I needed to go back, remember my faith, remember how I'd grown up. Almost a year to the day later, transplant did happen, and everything went great. I'm doing well. My donor Tina is doing great. Actually, I just found out about a week and a half ago that the disease that I've still been undergoing treatment for is now in remission. I've just, learned throughout this to rely on friends, and especially to rely on God, and to turn to prayer rather than try to just shoulder things myself. I'm Linda Kraft, and this is my story.